All right, so this video topic is actually inspired by one of my subscribers. He asked in the comments the other day, he asked, how do you get women to invest into you? And I actually had made a video talking about reciprocation. So that's a good question because I never talked about it on this channel, but let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, so the first thing you got to understand is it all starts with you, the man in the mirror. You know, a lot of us don't invest into ourselves, man. We invest into the woman, and you're doing it backwards. Most of us are doing it backwards. I was doing it backwards for years. And what I mean by that is when a woman truly sees that you're confident, you investing into you, and you got something bigger going on, that's what opens up the door for her to invest into you. I remember I used to wonder, like, dang, like, I remember in college, my homie used to have girls buying him J's. I used to think, like, man, what is he doing that I'm not doing? But what he was doing was he was confident and he was investing into himself, and he was selfish with his time. So therefore, when you invest into you and you put yourself first, she will then put you first. So that's the first thing. You got to be investing in you. If you're spending all your energy and time on dating apps, on porn sites, chasing a woman that don't want you, you're not going to ever have a woman invest into you because you're not investing in yourself. And women don't invest into guys who don't invest into themselves. The next thing is also being able to be a good listener to what she likes to do, her wants and her needs, because that makes her feel like she's heard. You got to be able to make a woman feel like you're listening to her. You're paying attention to what she wants and what she desires. So that's secondly. After you invest in yourself, you have to be able to pay attention to what she likes, listen to her, don't cut her off, you know what I'm saying? Listen to what she likes and the different things like that. Because when she feels heard, now she's opened up the doors and be like, man, this dude, he really gets me. And just really think about it. The people you like the most is because they listen. Don't nobody like somebody that talk about themselves all the time. Somebody that talks too much, naturally you stay away from them, because I do it. People that talk too much and only talk about themselves, I find myself trying to avoid them at times because I don't want to be around people who talk about themselves all the time, because it doesn't make me feel like you care about me. And that's the trick. You know, don't be trying to listen just to get a certain outcome, because when you have unrealistic expectations, a woman, she can pick up on that. You know what I'm saying? That's you putting out that type of energy. You know what I'm saying? She ain't gonna go for it. But also too, one thing you have to realize is you got to be honest and sincere around women. You got to be authentic. You know what I'm saying? When you're listening to her and you're interacting with her and things like that, be honest. You know what I'm saying? Don't be trying to put on a front, put on a show to get a certain outcome. She really needs to feel heard. But again, it's all energy. Women are very intuitive, so they can pick up if you really vibing with them or not, or you're just trying to get a certain outcome. So make sure that you're, you know what I'm saying? Again, you invest in yourself. You listen to what she has to say, and then being honest and sincere and authentic in your interactions with her, you know. And again, just to piggyback off that last point I just made, you want to be able to you got to be able to form a deeper connection than surface level. You know what I'm saying? You want to be able to, you know, really feel, you know what I'm saying, what's going on in her life, how she thinks, how she moves, what makes her tick, what turns her on. Those type of things, having conversations just about different things, not just superficial stuff and, you know, regular stuff everybody talks about for small talk. You got to be able to actually connect with her, because when you connect with her, she's going to feel like, oh man, this guy understands me. You know what I'm saying? But when you having these surface level conversations, she know what you want. She know you want the sex. You know what I'm saying? You showing your hand. Like if we playing spades, you showing your hand, because she knows what the outcome you want is. You know, my biggest issue with most of the list I just named, my issue was I never invested into myself. For me, I could never get past the first step. Most men can't get past that first step. I always invested into the woman. So that means if you're spending most of your time thinking about her, you know what I'm saying, texting her, trying to blow her line up and doing all these different things on Pornhub, OnlyFans, on Instagram, looking at women, that's a part of chasing women. When you're in that mindset of always thinking about a woman or whatever it is, that's part of investing too much into women and not investing into yourself. Because again, none of this works unless you start to invest in yourself. No woman investing in me until I start to put everything into my craft. I start to focus on myself and not really focus on women. And that's where the magic happens. So too, I'm gonna give y'all some more game, you know. Some other things that you can do now, if you've been through all these steps, different things that you can do to get a woman to invest is simple. If you have a girl come over to your crib, you can just say something simple like, hey, can you bring over a bottle? I got the food. Or, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you'll say, can you get the food from the grocery store? I'll cook. Different things like that. So what you're doing is conditioning her to contribute. Because if you ask her that and she says, why I gotta buy something, you know she's probably not the woman for you. Because when women are into you, they're going to spend money on you, spend their time with you, and spend their energy on you. So when they're into you, they're going to come out of pocket for you. Women spend money on guys that they like, and that's a fact. So but the thing is, what you got to understand too, every woman is not a giver. So don't be expecting lavish gifts and different things like that. It depends on the woman. But if it's for the small stuff, like she coming over to your crib and y'all gonna drink, maybe she can bring over the wine or the bottle, and you take care of something else. Different things like that, because what's gonna happen is over time it naturally builds up and she'll start to be more consistent. I remember one time, a woman I was dealing with, I told her to bring a bottle over to my spot and she ended up buying 2 bottles, so, it's just it all starts with you. You know what I'm saying? This is what I talk about on this channel. It's all about investing in yourself first, being able to listen to your woman, listen to her, see what she all about. And then from there, like I said, it's the little things. If you gonna cook, ask her to bring the food. Even sometimes like when I'm on a date or things like that, I'll kind of like, if I'm like it. Now the first date, I'm typically going to pay unless she offers to pay. Now I recently had a woman pay on a first date, but that's unusual. Usually that's not gonna happen to dudes because of just the culture and the era we in. But usually by a second or third date, I'll ask the woman like, hey, it's on you, drinks on you, right? The food is on you, right? And I'm just kind of playing around, but I'm really being for real. And I'm trying to bait her to pay for it. I'm getting her to invest. Sometimes you got to condition people to invest, and naturally over time, they'll start to contribute more and more. But again, you got to invest in yourself first. That's where it all starts with. And then that's where the reciprocation comes in. Because once you really investing in you, you're able to kind of fall back and see what she's doing. Because to me, we ain't finna be hanging out all the time and I gotta contribute everything. I gotta buy the food, I gotta cook, I gotta buy the bottle. I ain't doing all of that. You know what I'm saying? Baby girl, if you wanna be around me, you gotta invest. You gotta bring something to the table. A lot of women say, I am the table. I don't wanna hear none of that. You gotta bring something to the table, baby girl. At the end of the day, most of us, man, we just spend way too much time chasing women. I get it. Women are so beautiful. They sexy. They got something fat back there. I get it. We all know how they be looking nowadays. I understand that. But again, going back to Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, you got to be able to control that sexual energy. That same sexual, because we all get it. I get it too. But I have to learn how to control it. So what I do is I take that energy and I put it into my craft. I put it into my mindset. I put it into going to the gym and different things like that. Then you overcome that energy. You get stronger and you get powerful when you learn how to control that sexual energy. That's everything. That's why I said it all starts with you, the man in the mirror. Once you get that straight, then you're opening up the doors for someone else to invest in you. Because if you ain't got nothing going on besides chasing a woman has nothing to invest in because you're investing everything into her. And that's what most of us men are doing. Put yourself first so she can put you first. All right, guys, that's my video for today, man. I appreciate all the new subscribers, guys. I appreciate all the new love. Guys, make sure you continue to share the content. Also, make sure you continue to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, guys. And I'm gone.